Sound waves are picked up by this wonderful mechanical ear, the microphone, which is really a glorified telephone transmitter.
I got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about.
Thank you for the roses. So sweet.
We at the hotel, motel. We at the hotel.
Sorry.
LifeLock.com/info.
Shorty, a little baddie.
Oh, now that's scary.
Cause like,
Let's go. Here we are.
Do any of you guys know where clowns go to get married?
Good whatever to you. Whenever you are watching this episode of TikTok Around the Clock, the show where we see what was going on with TikTok Live at 2 different times around the clock. I am your host, Dylan, and we have a bunch of ladies coming up this week. It was kind of lacking ladies last week, so I had to get in a middle segment of some big old breastises from Plushy Nova, and what breastises they were. This week we are lady heavy, and we get to check back in with the Piss Saga, Unsolved Pisteries, coming back in the middle segment, and we've got hotties in segment 1 and segment 2. I was kind of debating whether I should swap what I planned on being segment 1 and segment 2, but let's keep it where it is. Why not? And Annie O'Ryan checking in. Tomorrow I will be doing some gameplay on The Outer Worlds, and that will be the bonus content for the rest of the month behind the paywall. Episode 2 through whatever until What Is This Game with Annie O'Ryan coming up, reviewing The Outer Worlds. I did mention the Slow Adult Speed Dating. That will be the bonus episode for members only right after the What Is This Game on The Outer Worlds. Oh no, can I bump it up 5 or 10 decibels on the fly? I should be able to. Let's see if I can get this a bit louder here. I have been having some audio issues lately, so hopefully I figure this out. I am a year in, and hopefully it's I can fix it. I can get it better. There, I just changed it on my soundboard here, my soundboard. The mixer, I should say. I also have a option to turn up the microphone here in the settings. So let's turn up the volume to 120, 130 there in StreamYard. So hopefully we have that figured out. We can sing about it. We can sing, shout if you want. You know I make you want to shout. Oh boy, turning into Ray DeVito again by just singing whatever the fuck comes to my mind. So there, I just did the audio a little better. Audio issues abound this week for me. Hopefully I've got that figured out. So on to the show, what was going on with TikTok. Now that hopefully we have addressed those audio issues, I turned it up in 2 different places. So hopefully it is fixed. If not, we have some boobies to look at, and that is always a good thing. Some titties to look at from Candylicious. What have you got for us, Candy?
Let's talk some conversations. What is your favorite? Now look.
Talk some conversations. That's usually what conversations entail. Talking.
I don't do sports. Micah. Here today, I don't.
She doesn't do sports. Do you do athletes? Or more to me, do you do lazy bastards who say they're going to do yoga but then don't get back on that horse?
I don't do sports. I don't mind sports, but I don't like have a favorite or anything. What do y'all think about Colorado and what's going on there? I'm not sure.
Rudolph Valentino, you got your wish.
Yeah, single.
Oh, damn it. I thought we had a nice little break from her talking there. And she is still louder than the host. Let me crank it up a little more over in StreamYard. Amateur hour I'm doing over here.
Oh. Can I not type today?
Hopefully she does some sort of physical activity for us. Or just being silent. Get that hand out of the way. You're taking away the best part of your stream. From one pair of titties to another, we've got Bonnie, a.k.a. Arena. She's got several different accounts under several different names, but she's always doing it without a bra there. With, what do you think? Are those C's or D's? Side boob, side ass. Main course vagina. I would like some floppy jacks. Floppy jacks? I went for a wordplay there. It didn't quite work out. We've seen a few makeup tutorials. The lady with no arms, we've been missing her for a good many episodes. Elena G with no arms doing her makeup. I think I like Arena's makeup tutorial better, even though we are getting less tutorial and more titty.
I wonder if anything happens. Like, do I get like a cool notification when I get to 1 million likes? Oh my God, here it goes!
We didn't get bouncing from the first lady or anything whatsoever, so thank you, Anita Fitmom, for filling in for that bouncing, but you are wearing a shirt that doesn't let us see those goods.
Woo! I love you all! Woo!
Well, let's get a shot of those nice little red panties you have there. Don't move around too much. I think we might have to check in and do a special Instagram episode. Anita Fitmom does talk about how she does her advanced yoga on her Instagram, but not here on TikTok. So I guess she's making more money over there. All right, here comes the panty shot. Let's take the playback speed down to half.
I love you all!
Oh boy, we got Anita drunk. Your inhibitions have dropped a little bit, Anita. Panties.
Woo! Let's go!
All right, let's get you sober now.
All right, I love you guys. All right, here's the deal. I'm going. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
That's the best we're going to get today, I believe, on the Sharon Stone shot. We'll see. We had way too much Sharon Stone shot on the co-host audition yesterday with Billy McNeely. Really ran through that episode quick of all the Sharon Stone angle of Basic Instinct we got on a tubby fellow.
I needed this today. Whew. Although I'm a little out of breath. My dog's not impressed. No, Creme! We got to 1 million likes! We did it! All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for making today's live so freaking special. You are the best. I am headed over.
This live is special, yay! Where's Jim Florentine with his special ed to give us some yays? So we've got Anita Fitmom with her big old closet full of clothes and shoes that she broadcasts from, as we have Spurg Snake with his records and tapes, as well as Unique, Saizan Z, whose closet is much smaller than Anita Fitmom and Spurg Snake's. I wish that his mother-in-law would jump in and punch him in the face more often. I might watch his videos.
Over to my IG now to do some yoga. So if you guys would like to, do I have a bad day? If you guys would like to join me for yoga, come on over. Freddie has a pinned right now. You guys totally made my Friday. I can't stop thinking.
Do it over here. This is where I'm screen recording. You're making me go over to Instagram to see you do Warrior 2, 3, and we did have some nice stretches from ladies yesterday. We are missing out on that. We have seen Anita Fitmom gardening in her yoga pants. Nice everything on Anita Fitmom. No problem areas there.
Thanking you enough. This is so exciting.
Yeah, Ingwe, that's got to be an old dog, because young dogs, they feed off the energy of their owner, and he would get all excited if he was a young dog. That's an old dog that does not have time for Anita's shit. He just wants to take a nap.
So thank you. Really, thank you. I really appreciate all the love and the taps. I know it's like monotonous and annoying and tedious. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you guys over on IG. I love you all. Mwah! Adios, mis amigos. Thank you, Freddie, for your modding and motivation. Adios.
That might indeed be a trans cat who now identifies as a dog. Both trans cats and old dogs have the same type of behavior.
Brian, thank you for the follow. Thank you for all the likes, guys. Let's get to 5K and we can do a fit check.
She's setting her goals lower, just bit by bit. Not looking for the million yet. Looking for 5,000 to do a fit check, which just means see the whole darn body. This is a Zoomer going after the boner crowd, Ingwe.
You love my hair? What do you like about it? The color? Or the two fluffy balls?
So she is okay with the fluffy balls. No need to shave your balls before this date. That's something you don't see very often. Because when you do some tea bags, mostly the ladies want some smooth ones, not some fuzzy ones. But Cornfake here, down for some fuzzy balls.
If I have a question, if I download Instagram, then can you give me your Instagram? My Instagram is cornflakes. Just, I see you tapping the screen for me. Buddy. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. So it's your TikTok username? Yes, and it's all in.
She doesn't have her Invader Zim medallion, as we saw last time. We've got a dog paw on her, but the collar with those big spikes does take her hotness up a bit for me. And we have a couple people. We've got Ingve wanting to drop a piano on her. Spurg Snake, I think we'd be safer with the piano, a comically large safe. We've seen it in the Tex Avery cartoons. She would just come out of the safe unscathed. But if she did get hit by a piano, then her head would pop up out of it, and her teeth would be piano keys.
My links. Gabe, thank you for all the likes. Tap, 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 tap.
Annie O'Ryan, different choices for different people. She is choosing to go with this look. The hair isn't puke green like it is with Chris Chan's. It is more of a Shrek color. I find it a more attractive color than the Chris Chan. Then again, everything is more attractive on her than the goddess Christine Weston Chandler.
The sounds it makes is so fun. I'm trying to tap something for sure.
She's trying to tap something for sure. I am in. There appears to be some passes here in the chat, but I am smashing for weird ladies.
Well, I want you to use your...
I don't think it would last long. Being a late 30s person, having someone in their early 20s, it just doesn't seem to work out. Except with the boning part. Except with tappin' dat. Annie O'Ryan is down to let Cornfake Shrek her as well. She can Shrek me all night long. I've got to start taking violin lessons. I've been saying that since I started this stream. I gotta do violin. I gotta do yoga. And here I am just sitting on my ass, because goddamn is it addicting doing nothing. I'm never going to be able to do the dueling banjos here with Kimmy Evie if I don't get off my ass and start learning a string instrument. I love it, Ingwe. This is a Goldfish Jaws theme. It's not quite as threatening, but there is looming danger. Oh, good. The goldfish just lost its way and it forgot. It's got a shitty memory. It forgot it was hunting me.
Okay, screw this. I'm gonna go eat breakfast and I'll be back.
You guys don't understand that you're supposed to be going through these things like pancakes. You're not supposed to be baby you. This is your learning tool. You're supposed to be filling these up with everything around you, everything and anything that you don't know how to draw. You're supposed to be drawing plants and trees and all that crap and cars and all that stuff that you
What if we just draw pages and pages of dicks, like in Superbad?
absolutely hate drawing because it has perspective and stuff. You have to draw that. Because if you don't, there's going to be a point where you're going to be asked, hey, can you draw like a person running in front of a building? And you're going to be like, yeah, I can draw the person running, but I can't draw the thing. I can't draw the building. And you're going to be like, oh, well, what?
I would think just the opposite. A building is much easier to draw than people.
I don't need a person that can just draw people. I need somebody that can actually draw things in general, not just a person that can just draw people. Especially if you're going for like jobs, right? If you're going for a job that is going to be like an environmental designer or a character designer, you don't just have to draw characters. You're going to have to draw other shit.
More drawing tips from our resident artist. And now on to Baigu Uncle 2, who is selling us some shit. We do have like a QVC portion of the show. There's a lot of people just selling shit, and this hand-carved wood, this is some of the cooler shit that I see. You might get me one day on the jellyfish or the whale. Sure if the Ring Around the Rosie one here has a battery or it's magnets. I guess it's both, probably, right? The magnet needs a battery to keep it running. Yeah, imagine all the ones that are moving have a battery in it. You silly bastards. Back over to Pakistan and whatever the fuck this trend is that we've happened upon. This is the third or fourth group of Pakistani people we've seen doing whatever the fuck this is. Having a bucket hat, it does seem to be a regular on whatever they're doing here. Has the Special Olympics ever had Stephen Lynch in the opening ceremony to sing Olympics? Special Olympics. I don't think they would have a sense of humor about that Stephen Lynch song. Beatboxing like Peter Griffin. Hey, I should really test my impressions before I try to break them out here. I might have to try doing a remix of that now, of Peter Griffin laughing beatbox. Now he's pulling some faces. Yeah. In the jungle? And now going from whatever we call that, we'll call it Peter Griffin beatboxing. Did someone raise the dead? This does kind of look like a zombie dance. This is the zombie celebrating that it is now undead instead of full-on dead. We didn't even think of Sammy Davis Jr. for that last guy, Rini. We went to Peter Griffin. Yeah. Rudolph Valentino. There are boobs aplenty coming up in the second half, and I believe we've still got some more in this one. It's only able to do some jumping type of movements. The brain rot kicked in for that zombie who is just dancing about, hip-hopping around. Now on to some dancing. We don't have a number on this lady. This might not be one of those beauty contests. This might just be her stream. And apparently she doesn't think much of herself. She is titling herself Mid. So here we have a mid lady. Is that a wig, or did she bleach blonde that hair? I don't know. I think the zombie had better dance moves. A beauty contest between you and the zombie. The talent portion, the zombie wins. Even though you are moving your legs. You aren't just hopping around as if your legs were bound together. Zombie had a bit more rhythm, I thought. Now she's just looking confused. Greedy X, she wasn't able to go Scarlett O'Hara. Her blinds, her curtains just had a terrible pattern, so she did take the shower curtain for a better pattern of a dress, because those curtains, no, wouldn't have done it.
I tagged you in a thing, but then it didn't like show up in your messages. I was really, really confused.
She's confused.
Okay, that's why I said we can, you know, the Braves, you know what I mean? But I'm still a Philly girl, but like the shirt's cute, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the shirt is whatever. The teeny little belly underneath it, hey now.
Thing is we have far more Braves people than Philly people. I'm surprised he even did that. That's so funny.
Thinking of getting in on the dance competition?
No.
Nope, she's not going to do the dance competition. So the zombie is still leading in the dance competition.
A portal of like negativity within me. It was no longer mental. It became physical within me because my chakras became so blocked that my entire system, my nervous system, and my lymphatic system became blocked as well. So our emotional...
The chakras need to be cleared. You're taking me back to some of that mumbo-jumbo yoga talk I remember from my instructors.
Mental problems do create physical realities. That's where a lot of autoimmune issues happen. A lot of intestinal, a lot of constipation. I was constipated for...
Oh, good. We have another lady talking about her poop, just like we did with Human Scab last week. But just the opposite. Human Scab had a problem with her rabbit poops, and I am Quartz Eve is having problem just getting it out.
2-3 weeks.
I tell you what could help you out there is, you know, sometimes you need to stick something in there to help jar it loose. I do have a rod that you can use to stick up there to help jar it loose.
One time, and I was really sick. I was in a lot of pain, obviously. That's a lot of shit, right? So you say you're full of shit. Well, I actually was
Shake that chakra. Watch yourself.
full of shit, okay?
Show me what you're working with. Second time we're mentioning mystical this week. First time I fucked it up and was confusing mystical with juvenile.
And why that was happening was because I wasn't actually releasing stuff. I wasn't releasing, mentally wasn't releasing.
You just told us you are not releasing that food waste byproduct. You have quite the small figure for all that poop that's backed up in you.
Things. I communicationally wasn't releasing how I felt. I was like chronically constipated. I had to take a lot of pills and stuff just to use the bathroom. I took like the stuff that they give you for colonics, or the citric magnesium.
You do have the home enemas as well. Those are more for the perverts who don't want to mess up their sheets.
Didn't even work on me. Did not work on me at all. So I was really sick. It was horrible. I hated my life. Okay. And then I started doing therapy. Sirens. I started doing therapy and I started to work on myself and I started to meditate. And then when I left my relationship,
And then at the end of the meditation, I just left a huge pile, a huge puddle of fecal matter. Thank you, meditation, for just getting that out of me.
That's what was keeping me clogged up. In a sense, it was emotionally. There was no emotional communication, so I just wasn't growing. I wasn't learning. I wasn't becoming a better person.
Plot twist, she just had her butt plug in for this entire time, and that cork was holding her poop back.
And so when I left that relationship and I started speaking up on everything, guess what? Normal. Everything. Normal. I have no longer had any more issues with, going to the bathroom. I'm not full of shit. Not that way, at least. And that's all because I was no longer holding stuff in. I was no longer.
She does live in the good part of town, what with those sirens and everything. That's what's very nice about the bad part of town being just a couple blocks away. Those people help keep the prices down here on this all right part of town on my side. Meditation is good for your asshole. We now know this. As we get to our resident mime, maybe super slow, in the Jamiroquai room. And this lady is a good representation for the Yngwie Malmsteen story. Mayman Stream. I said your name wrong. I took a stab at it, and I know I done fucked it up. Yngwie, I'm familiar with. Malman Stream. There we go. She's starting to actually speed up. She must have just robbed a bank or something. She needs to set up a trap and get those ninja mimes in an invisible box.
Yeah. And then before you go, ooh, she's eating junk.
Yeah, get out of here, comments. We need to see them titties.
Do these like protein pancakes, Kodiak protein pancakes. They're so good and they're high in protein. So yeah.
Protein pancakes, reminding me of a bukkake movie I recently watched.
So when I work out, I can build muscle. Yes, I can. Check it.
There you go. Eating cum is good for your muscles.
Yeah. You have to have a lot of protein when you're working out. And It
also is good for the skin. If you get that protein on your face and just rub it in, it's good for the skin. It is good for the muscles.
Try to get as much protein in the mornings and after I work out as possible so you can build muscle. Every woman needs it. Every man needs it. Yeah.
But how do you build fat only in the titty area? I do believe that those are some real ones. I don't think those are those are fakies. Teach us more of how to get breasts too big for our frame. You and Plushy Nova, you should really lead that lesson. Well, Plushy Nova, we know how she got those. Those obviously came from a doctor.
Hi, how are you? So great to see you. Everybody has to eat.
I am indeed happy that she did not get those airbags put back in there. Those airbags are just out there.
protein in order to build muscle. You don't even.
Are you single? Yeah, I'm single. I don't have a boyfriend. Yeah. Good morning,
It's hard for a lady who works at a glory hole to keep a boyfriend down.
Molly. I shared the life. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Can I help you? Yeah, you can. Text me on my other page. You can help me. I want. Really? Really? Hello? Yeah. It's real life, guys. It's not pre-recorded.
Yeah, that handiwork isn't. It doesn't look promising. You're right.
Pardon me. I love this. Good. Love ya. Heart for you. Hello.
She is working with a hell of a chode there. That is much thicker than it is longer. A. Smith is down for her to play with his putty, whereas Ingwe isn't so sure with that technique that she's demonstrating. I wish I would have got that still shot for the thumbnail there.
What's that? I love buttercups. I love to. What's the name of this? What you making? A cup. A little cup, guys. I think it's so cute. Thank you. Yeah.
Luigi Greenberg replaced that turban with a bucket hat, like our buddies in Pakistan. And then even if you get this lady with you, your bucket hat can easily be washed off with a hose. The turban, it needs a whole process of going in the wash.
What do you think? I want to play date. Okay, Ken. Text me on my other page.
I'm liking this technique. We were not enjoying her handy technique before. This technique, she is improving here.
Where are you? It's private for me. Only in private chat on my other page, guys. I'll tell you everything about me there. Can I? Whoa! Love ya. Hearts. Love ya. I love ya.
I have to admit, I was with you at the beginning that her handy technique was not there, but what she's doing here, this is showing a vast improvement from just a few moments ago.
Can I? Can I? Yes, of course. I'm following you on your Instagram. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hand job to take us out, and the hand job did indeed improve as it went along. She was finding her way of how to give a proper handy. So that was segment 1, and before we get to the second segment, I usually like to announce what time of day that was. That had to be morning, right? Yeah, this was 10 a.m. that we were at, and there's your bucket hat. Luigi Greenberg that I was talking about doesn't get as dirty and stay dirty as those damn turbans. Those turbans do get dirty and stay dirty. They are a pain. So we are on to part 6 of Unsolved Pisteries. _ Derek Milton in Pasadena, California has been documenting these piss bottles that have been showing up on this transformer right next to the highway. And in the 5 parts that we've seen, he's now tried to conduct an interview with the pisser. Well, not conduct an interview. He left behind a questionnaire. He got some trail cameras, scared the pisser off for a while. He was doing this very regularly. At 4 a.m., he's collecting these bottles of piss throughout the day, and then at 4 a.m. he drops them off on this transformer. He's been caught on the trail cameras and refused to answer the questions left behind on a board, on a piece of poster board by our buddy Derek Milton. So let's see what he's got now. Oh, and he did test the piss. He took the piss. It was not off to a lab. It was a home test. This guy does not have any type of disease. So we have a healthy man pissing in bottles for the entire day and dropping them off in affluent Pasadena, California.
The culprit had hit the electrical box with a 1-gallon jug of piss. He was on the offensive, toying with us, even leaving a demonic smiley face as a taunt. This left Grant and I feeling cornered and out of moves. But there was one.
He didn't mean for it to be a demonic smiley face, just drawing on the side of a bottle with a Sharpie. That's how it ended up.
One play that lingered in the back of our heads. A Hail Mary of sorts. Something many of the pissheads online had been suggesting throughout this entire saga. A stakeout. This was a very risky ploy, and something that couldn't be taken lightly. We were dealing with an individual who places 1-gallon jugs of urine on an electrical box at 4 in the morning. Who knows what else he was capable of. So Grant and I started to brainstorm some ways to
There we see him. Derek is afraid that there might be a suitcase with some elements of destruction.
move forward with a full-on live stakeout.
But he's going forward. He is a little frightened. Maybe he'll bring a taser to tase the pisser if he decides to get violent.
Fortunately, I was ruled out of every scenario, mainly because being a black man in Pasadena, idling in the car after sundown would have the cops called in a matter of minutes. So it all fell on Grant's shoulders now, which he was very confident about moving forward with the task. But I had my doubts. Grant was one of those guys who just, he's just one of those guys. But he was trying to prove himself. He was persistent, and I could tell that he really wanted to be the one to catch the piss culprit and interview him, even though he was adamant about doing the stakeout.
Grant is getting more invested into this piss saga than the man who started spearheading this. Derek appears to be losing some steam, but thank goodness we have Grant here to keep these unsolved mysteries going.
I didn't feel comfortable putting Grant in a situation where his life could be at risk. I needed to see for myself that he had the ability to tackle this alone. So I set up a staged piss electrical box scenario. We were able to achieve an almost exact replica of the location using a bunch of junk from Grant's warehouse.
It's reminding me of the Top Secret miniatures.
As well as various faux piss bottles made from our green tea mixture. I then had my friend Ian, who was a trained actor, meet up and play the role of the piss culprit.
Living in Pasadena, California, you just need to throw a rock to hit an actor.
In order to embody the character and his motivations, I had Ian study the plethora of footage that we captured with the RevealX Pro Cellular Trail camera. Then we did a couple of run-throughs as him as the piss culprit, strategically placing the piss bottles on our prop electrical box. Ian was a pro and immediately had me sold on him playing the part for our dry run operations. Now it was Grant.
Auditions complete. No need to see any more people for the audition. This man is our pisser.
Grant's turn to show me that he had
in the
what
recreations
it took to confront the culprit. Our first scenario was if Grant wore a ghillie suit to blend into the adjacent bushes beyond the wall. Then he'd reveal himself.
Hey. Hello, I'm Swamp Thing. So this is the worst case scenario they're going for. If the pisser has a knife all ready to shank someone who is going to bust him.
But this was quickly shot down because it would be too startling for the culprit. Our second scenario focused on creating a large enough space between Grant and the culprit. So we had him approach from the street side. But even with that distance, Grant was still met with reactive hostility. Grant wasn't.
What would be worse? Well, they did test the piss. There is nothing he can catch from this piss unless the pisser is outsourcing and getting piss from other people.
Necessarily having a good time. But fortunately...
Piss or knife? Being stabbed really hurts, so I guess I gotta go with piss being tossed on me, even though it is not a thing I would want on me when you are not a sexy lady.
Ian was able to break character and talk some sense into him in regards to how important these simulations were to our investigation. After a quick breather, Grant was back on board. We approached our third scenario differently and had Grant implement an aggressive tactic, hoping to scare the culprit into submission.
Yo, motherfucker. Let's go with this shit.
But unfortunately, this backfired, and Grant was met with extreme physical and mental punishment. After witnessing this train wreck, I had...
That would be a different tactic of the pisser to get people to forcibly drink his piss. I think what they should do is set a net down on the ground, cover it with leaves, and then pull them up, just like we've seen in so many cartoons and
I had zero faith in Grant and knew there would be no way that he could successfully pull off a stakeout. We were back to the drawing board. I figured the only way we could confront the culprit in real time was with an actual security camera that we could speak through.
Ingwe pointing out, of all the things they thought the pisser might have, they didn't consider that he's getting his fighting techniques from the chimps and has some poo to fling at them.
So I did a bit of research online and settled with the Reolink Go PT Plus, a state-of-the-art piece of machinery with two-way audio and a 360-degree pan-tilt access. The only thing we needed to be worried about was the culprit stealing the camera again. We needed a vantage point from above. So I reached out to my motorcycle friend Robin, who also moonlights as a subpar carpenter, hoping he would have some tools, or at least a ladder, which he did. The next day, Robin and I headed to the worksite as a couple construction workers who owned a ladder. From there, Robin was able...
doing this bit for quite a while of pretending to be construction workers so that the people of Pasadena don't think that he's the pisser, because that's what he was initially afraid about in doing these undercover construction worker type of things, is that the locals might think that we are the pisser and beat the shit out of us and stab us.
Able to ascend above the wall and secure the Reolink Go PT Plus to a bundle of tree branches using a sturdy zip tie securing system. Our new eye in the sky was set. Now all we needed was the piss culprit to strike. A week had passed with no action. I knew he'd strike again, but it was just a matter of when, and if Grant and I would be awake to interview him, especially since his previous hits had been at 4 a.m. Then one evening, while visiting my folks' place and listening to my dad's long-winded explanation for his love for CBS, my phone was alerted. It was the Reolink
CBS has been the old people's network forever.
Go PT Plus. Finally, we had him in our crosshairs, the piss culprit, in the act of placing a fresh batch of bottles. This was the first time witnessing his actions live, and now I had the capabilities of
with a volunteer shirt on.
Communicating with him. I zeroed in and took my shot.
Oh, he didn't censor out his face this time. We did get his face on the trail cameras before, and Derek Milton chose to censor it out. This is absolutely a passion project of the pisser. Some people do art installations just for the passion of the game, Ingve. Did he just do the Chris Hansen? I'd like to ask you a few questions. Have a seat. Hello, piss guy. This is God. The pisser took the trail camera last time. Oh, that's why he's showing his face. The pisser is on to the fact that there is someone trying to contact him for all these times, and he used to just have his bare face, so that he is now wearing a ski mask. This is starting to remind me of Short Circuit 2. No! No! Leaving us off on a cliffhanger. I do believe that is the most recent from the Unsolved Pistery. So this guy is just supplying the piss guy with so many electronics and cameras. So the piss guy should be very happy of Derek Milton for foolishly giving him all this great camera equipment. And now we go to the second part of TikToking Around the Clock at 9, let's call it 10 p.m. Round up a little bit. We've got a battle going on. The original Pakistani guys that we came across having a battle with we will have to tune in to see if that sturdy zip tie system stood up. Looking forward to the next part of Unsolved Pisteries. I think that is the biggest cliffhanger that Derek Milton left us off on yet, with the piss following the unknown pisser. Like the unknown comic, he is the unknown pisser. I kind of wish he would have put on a paper bag with 2 holes for the eyes and 1 for the mouth, like the unknown comic. So the lady is indeed winning this battle by eating. Yellow shirt Pakistani. Oh, there you go. Your dancing just got you a money gun all over the face and chest. For a total of $5 versus $1. Run away! Oh no, did you guys get caught by the piss investigator too? Sir, when we said shake that ass, back that ass up, we weren't talking to you. Take that ass back to the garage, please. That appears to be an editing error where the music stopped right before. And heading over to some more Pakistani guys. Are you guys going to beg for money too? With some
Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Are indeed missing the bucket. I think that's why they're not getting their goal of one money gun, is because the bucket really completes the look.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm not sure if that is coming well or whale come. That might be, once they hit the goal, is that they get a big old splooge of whale cum, and those sperm will fuck you up.
Love you, Ashley, love you. Love you, Ashley. Love you, Ashley, love you. Love you, Ashley, love you. Love you, Ashley, love you. Okay, ये स्कोर बने थे, क्यों कमला के केरी सोन स्कोर बन गए कैसे?
Go! Ashley, come over here to our vibrating log. It's better than your washing machine.
Go! 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 No!
I do believe Anthony Cumia is over there off to the side, taking pictures and tweeting about what he's seeing here. Okay, your screaming's a little loud. Let me take that volume down a little bit more.
Go!
Oh, really? I thought it was more of a Pinto from the 70s. I'm going to have to listen to my old cars set it. Definitely a 1970s something. I'm thinking it was a 1970s Buick. 1970s Pinto versus the Buick that Ingve believes it was. Oh, you did fire. Run from the famine! The famine's gonna get us!
It's so amazing! Dump on this one! Dump! Oh my God.
Are you guys the pissers? Is it a team of 3 pissers that are now running away from the scene?
Aurora, thank you so much. Thank you for
Funky breakdown by Freak Bass again. They needed catch their breath, and the famine did indeed take them. R.I.P. famine runners. You had a nice struggle, but the famine got you in the end.
Dirk Reynolds! Thank you. Thank you so much, Aurora. Dirk, thank you for the follow.
Sounds like a Sonic the Hedgehog level on Genesis.
Frank, thank you for sharing the live. Yes, goodness gracious. All right, let's stretch it out a little bit. Yeah.
Stretch it out a little bit. That's what we thought that Our Lady from the first segment needed, was to be stretched out a little bit, but all she needed was some meditation to stop that constipation.
He said he could punch my lines. It's funny how he talk about me working the gas station at 9. Tripping and acting different will only have you sipping on water and choking like you is a fish. You thinking that you quick to diss me? I hit you like a 5-piece box of chicken if you try to diss me. No tripping if you try to act like you bigger than me. Okay, we ain't even gotta say nothing, but he really ain't T. You try to stay on beat while I be flowing with limes. You waste all of your rhymes and write up all that up on your laptop, cause we ain't even.
Nope, I heard you stumble over yourself just like I do on the regular.
Even gotta choke. It's funny how you wanna talk about you quick to put me on a tightrope. I'm not one of them kids that you see out in the streets. Honestly, we ain't can compete. I do you like Ghost and Call of Duty.
Oh, and he has Mark Streak 5 here. So, Counselor Mark, our white guy, has been winning these rap battles.
You can go feet for feet, but ain't no way that you could even do better than me. Cause that station, at the gas station, I'm pumping mine. 5 on the line. I put you right on the gas station and have you ignited. Now I'm peppy and wild.
He can't stop thinking about work. Clearly having the night shift at the gas station, and he's kind of stuck on that on a loop of working there at the gas station. Just give me a pack of cigarettes and Chuli's chewing gum.
You want to talk about me? Now I'm paving your house lines. What the fuck is that?
I didn't notice that Mark had an Ash Ketchum shirt. He's celebrating. He knows he's got this one in the bag.
I messed up. I was trying to use the word napalm and messed up for a split second.
I'm like, well, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. So let me just keep listening.
Ingve needs 5 on Pump 11. Disrespect my rhymes, I send you to heaven. Oh, he's getting in the rap competition. So this guy, you can tap 50 times, send 50 likes to this guy to get 1 NPC, or 1 penny to get 1 NPC to battle Michael's wife in a towel. I've never seen much of these the higher gifts. Tank Attack, Fall from Heaven, Start All Up, Max Health, Give All RPG, Death, Revive All Dead. Yeah, everyone's just giving a penny at the time every time we step in and see this guy. No one's giving him those nice bucks. Meanwhile, in Detroit, I think Philadelphia as well. When they just drop in like that, I was just reminded of History of the World Part 1. Pawn, jump queen. Rook, jump queen. Gang bang! future of Britney Spears. Oh, someone dropped him a couple more bucks. He dropped someone with a gun, armed NPC. Oh, that's still at the bottom of the list. Only like a nickel. Over here, another grift for some money. She's doing the gimmick of pretending to be asleep. We've seen her a few times, and this is all she does. Oh, there you moved. We can see it's a gimmick. No one giving her a penny like they did the last guy, giving him a penny at a time for an NPC to drop down. No one is giving a fuck about this lady's goals. Sometimes people just don't want to give you money. Take a note, Aaron Emholt. See, you break the fantasy. I don't know what you're doing there when you're actually moving.
Kitty cat juggling. I'm seeing like.
Meow. Meow.
I'm surprised I did that, honestly. So, meow. That's cute.
Our show will be back next week, Rudolph Valentino. Every other week I do the Aaron Emholt, and we will be goofing on James Rolfe coming up in November with his book. So it'll be every other week starting in November, where goofing on Steel Toe, goofing on James Rolfe.
Ozzy.
I'm getting some Aurora Snow vibes. Anyone remember that gangbang queen from 2002?
No.
Certainly, Aurora Snow did not have any constipation problems like some of the ladies today. I bet she had some of the opposite problems, judging on some of those gapers we saw from this to be quality content, though, of showing your butt off in, I wouldn't call those yoga pants. You could get tighter with the pants. I didn't get in on the Joey C. goofing on train, but Spurgsnake did with Honk the Clown Saturday morning. And that guy, oh boy, I saw some more goofing on that guy over on Spurgtopia with the... He has a falling out with everybody, as is the sign of a classic lol cow. Was there something eating the last girl's pants? I missed that, Rini. That's her butthole eating the pants. I see. I do have something to feed that hole. I was offering it up to the constipated girl, but she got that problem fixed. Yeah, those pants are getting eaten by that butthole. I better feed it a wiener. Not a dance competition because they don't have numbers. Just a dancing group. This one looks like someone tried to penetrate her belly button because she is covering it up. No one, or maybe she's trying to get on CBS in the 60s with I Dream of Jeannie, and CBS is like, no belly buttons. Jesus, what are we doing? Are we going to show ankles next? the one just over this lead's shoulder is being banished to the back. The other ones are kind of prominently featured. That one, they're like, just out of the way. You got paid for the day. Go as far back as you can. Is she mirroring their moves on purpose, or is she supposed to be going along with them in the same direction and just absolutely uncoordinated, showing us why she has been banished to the back? A. Smith believes it's a dude, and they needed to get one more body in there for the minimum for whatever reason. So they're sending the dude to the back. I think it's a butchy lesbian. We've got the punishment going in the background. This one is indeed a competition, and the one all splayed out there on the torture rack lost the last round as she's getting hit with a pool noodle. And it appears our editor made a whoopsie, and he has both their audio and the DMCA free music audio going at the same time. Editor, you messed it up. There we go. Better, editor. Like a sitting, standing, leaning game from whose line is it anyway? Once the lady sitting up front moved, we got to get someone else up front. That was some bad background actor work there of pretending to eat the grapes. I could pretend to eat those plastic grapes much better. She must be a newer background actor. Actually, I take that back. There are plenty of background actors that had been doing that shit for years that I was just astounded at how clueless and how bad their performances were. I can't actually include myself in those bad background actors because my first instinct is to go too big, and I have to be told, hey guy, knock it off. You're ruining our scene by going too big.
Going to do today? None. I'm already done everything that I have to do for today. Are you Italian? Hey, my old friend Spins Week, you look ravishing. I say very nice. Thank you, Samurai Joe. Oh my goodness! Love what you did with my hair. Oh my god. Love Natuar, you know what I'm feeling right now? My neck is hurting.
She's actually a Filipino, I believe. I was going to say Thai or Filipino. I believe this is a Filipino lady, and a Rapunzel does not take any shit.
Every time I do like bond like this, my neck is hurting because I have to do it like that. I am rich.
Nick looking to get him a nice mail order Filipino bride.
Congratulations. Congratulations, you're rich. Keep up with humility.
Samurai Joe, I could message you. There are all types of Americans here. Hey, you want a husband? You want to come live in my dungeon?
Oh, yeah? I could massage you. Why would you massage me? You're not Asian. Only Asian massage, right? They do nails, They do massage, happy ending, and all that. If you're not Asian, I don't trust you with massage.
So, will you be getting in the massage business? As you said, a happy ending is just part of the business.
What are the benefits of having Filipina as your GF? I don't know. I never dated a Filipina. Because even though I don't like that much about men, I still love their dick, so.
All right, you're my kind of girl. Someone who can't stand me, but you are addicted to dick.
What are the benefits of having Filipina as your GF? I don't know. I never dated a Filipina. Because even though I don't like that much about men, I still love their dick, so. I can't really.
What about a Filipino ladyboy? Do you have any experience with those?
Answer your question. For you to find out, you need to date one.
Hi, Dad Cuba. Hi, how's your day?
I don't think that I pulled that burp out to potentially be part of the beginning. I am overloaded on burps, though. I have several that I'm like, I've got enough lady burps at the beginning of this show. I don't need any more. So I've got to pull that and then maybe, or maybe not, put it in the intro.
Sure, okay. Last Christmas, KK come to my live stream, and the very next day, I stole his underwear. This year, I'm stealing his pants. He will be naked forever. Productive. What's the productive? Milk? Last Christmas, KK gave me his fart, but the very next day, I put it in the jar. This year, I got a mail, it's to Chris. Chris said, oh, I like it, Chris. Oh, I like it, Susie. Let's start busy.
So she put the fart in a jar. She does accept farts as a gift.
Okay, Dad. Cula. Milk. Last Christmas, KK gave me his peach, but the very next day, I found his best friend. This year.
Do not give her a peach. She will fuck someone else. Give her a fart, and she will treasure it forever.
This year, he's funking my mommy. He's also funking my auntie. Completing a lot of things productive. Oh, I got it. I know it. But
It was when her boat came to America. She stole the portholes there and constructed her glasses.
Ask him.
Very resourceful girl.
You cheated on me. No.
Susie, the fart queen.
Oh, KK, I didn't.
Sophia, know that you and I shouldn't feel like crying. You know.
Oh, Farts in a Jar. What was that? Master of Puppets? I'm not as familiar with that album. Of course, I know Master. Even the kids know that. That was in what the fuck was that show? But the kids are aware of Master of Puppets. But Farts in a Jar, that was a or was it a B-side? Did it make the album? It might have been a B-side on a Metallica single.
I'll do anything you ask me to, but oh my God.
Becktopia, you win the singing competition over Susie Farts.
I think I'm in love with you. Sitting here alone now, think that we can drive around. I just want to say how I love you with your hair down. Baby, you don't gotta fight, I'll be here till the end of time. Wishing that you were mine, call you and it's alright. I think we can do it if we tried, if only to say you're mine.
You could definitely get me to fall for you quite easily. Ladies who are musical, I've already got a half a boner for you, and being as good looking as Becktopia is, a full-on boner. Jerry Lahane, after the TikTok Around the Clock, I will be on around 1:30 p.m. on BF Live. Looking forward to chatting with Bobby Fran after the show is over. But now, back to the Guitar Hottie for now.
Sophia, know that you and I.
Well, Hottie might be a cutie, yes. I have different scales of hot, cute, and sexy. I think Bectopia falls on the cute scale, and she is very high ranking.
Shouldn't feel like crying. Honey, I don't want it to fade. There's things that I know can get in the way. I don't want to say goodbye. I think that we could do it if we tried. I think
We could do it if we tried, and I don't even need those little blue pills. I thought I did, but then I decided to stop running after, well, not running after, just accepting ladies who I am not attracted to. That's, go figure, that once you stop banging ladies who you are not attracted to, your erectile dysfunction goes away.
do it if we tried, if only to say you're mine.
It's our favorite former stripper, Delaney, who is now a superstar to me because she cried herself to sleep and then just kept the live stream going, I believe 2 or 3 episodes ago.
I don't know what I just said in Morse code, but Donnie probably knows.
No, don't cry off camera, cry on camera. That was a very entertaining segment that we had a couple of weeks back. Delaney. She's doing a Smasher Path with profile pictures, but I think this, our editor might have taken out all of the audio because she is playing some copyrighted music, and these titties are just too amazing to pass on by. Double airbags. Both the driver's side airbag and the passenger side airbag went off. You're actually losing half a point for that makeup, lady. Yep, our editor figured out that the copyrighted music was just too damn loud. We cannot hear what beloved chatters she would smash and what beloved chatters she would pass on. But smashing them titties. There is a nice screenshot for you, Jerry Lahane, and holding for a moment to get a screenshot of the boobies. Oh, do we have actually, that's next week. We have another one of the original booby ladies, Sophia. So look forward to some gigantic titties on next week's episode. That's a tease for you. Her gigantic boobs, Sophia, makes these look like an A cup. That chat is a little too long. Oh, and speaking of titties that put hers to shame, here we go. Van Elsa? Odd name. I'm not good at reading lips, but after she started doing that, I read her lips as lots of cum. Lots of cum. Let's go back. And did you guys get that? Here's 10 seconds back once she starts slurping it up. Lots of cum. Thank you. Lots of cum. That's what I'm going with. Thank you. Lots of cum. I do believe she is thanking us for those. And still very disappointed that we haven't seen the cum guzzling simulation that we saw. It has to be like 20 or 30 episodes now ago that we saw the cum guzzling simulation with milk. I thought that was going to become a hell of a trend. We only saw it once. I would like to be that Mickey Mouse right there. Donald and Goofy have a nice spot, but that half a Mickey face, he's got the best view. I think she's getting some sort of gifts. And we could see them, but once again, had to get rid of the comments. And some of the gifts, it seems like we see, like the cowboy hat. Even when I take away the comments, the cowboy hat will appear. But whatever she's getting that she's slurping up in gifts, we're not seeing. Oh, am I still having volume issues today? That is something I am an amateur ass about. Sound issues aplenty this week, showing even after a year of doing this, I am amateur AF. So we just satisfied the booby people, and now the booty people. Getting a lady with some VR. We saw her last week. She is one of my favorites. Take away this screen to get all up in here. I sound too loud in my headphones when I get all up in here, but it seems to be better when I get all up in here. It's like a lava lamp. And some of you thick girl fans will not be into this back fat, but you can accept a little bit of back fat. Some nice back handles for you to hold on to. I'm just hypnotized. I can't really comment further other than,
That was fun. That was a fun one. That was definitely fun.
Yes, it
We're gonna
was.
add that. You guys, what the hell? You guys are
That was TikToking around the clock. That is something that I have been trying to work on, Jerry Lehane, is having the music at a proper volume. I did need to drop it down a little bit. I've got some volume controls to drop it up and drop it down. So showing my amateur ass there of not having that properly in. Thank you, folks, for joining this episode. I will be back tomorrow with some gameplay. Be on the BF Bobby Fran Live. He is live right now. He is the Saturday Night Live to my Mad TV starting 30 minutes later and going for a bit longer. He's taking inspiration from like the classic radio shows as he does a variety of things, whereas I have one specific topic of TikTok, of a host for the day, and that is coming up in about 30 minutes that I'm going to drop into BF Live. Drop in for tomorrow for some gameplay of Outer Worlds, and then it'll go behind the paywall for further Outer Worlds playthroughs. So turn down the headphones. Okay, I've just got to figure out my dials here and get all in close. After 1 year, I should know this. But I don't. Thank you for poking me and telling me, hey, buddy, you need to work on this a little bit. You're not sounding as good as you should here, being here for a year. You should have figured this out yet. Yeah, I should have. But thank you all for tuning in, for hanging out, for chatting, and I do have both Annie O'Ryan and Spurgsnake ready to jump aboard and give me a helping hand, because I do need to get this fixed for a wider audience, to gape myself for audiences. Trying to get a joke there, but that didn't quite work, did it? Be back next week with more co-host auditions and the St. Cloud Divorce Show coming back. And yeah, if you're into some gameplay, if you want to have a chill stream. Oh, speaking of the chill streams, Spurgsnake has been doing music before the show here, and that was a nice little chill compilation. Some Anthony Kiedis I'm a fan of. Carl Hamburger isn't. What is this game with Annie? Oh, yes, and like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to remind you I go live Tuesday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. And tune in tomorrow. Gameplay. Tune in 30 minutes over at BF Live. Or right now, you can tune in to Bobby Fran right now. I'm going to take a bathroom break before I go on Bobby Fran. Be back with some boobies next week on TikTok around the clock. And yeah, I'm going to have to do some test streams with my audio. Thought I had it all figured out and haven't changed it for a long time. Obviously, I was wrong. Thank you all for joining. Now feel free to go away.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. It's fun being with friends. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye for now.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day.
Places all join hands, circle left. Now circle right and listen to me. LSMFT. Elementary corners like swinging on a gate. To right to your honey with the right and left date. Grand right and left around you go. Lucky strike means fine tobacco. Meet your honey and give her a whirl. All swing around with the little girls. Smoke 'em, then you'll see. LSMFT. Promenade and don't you fall. Promenade around the hall. Lucky strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a lucky strike. Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like, you just can't beat a lucky strike.